Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope that you're able to enjoy your day and things are going wonderful for you. I am sitting here enjoying crocheting another Wooble figure, and so this is my sixth one to make so far. And so I thought I would do Walter the Bear. I had finished up Doug the Pug, and so I just love these names, okay? I like saying them. And I had finished up Doug the Pug, and his nose and his ears and muzzle was done out of this color. And I just thought, which one am I going to make next? And I flipped the page a few times, and there was Walter the Bear. And so I thought, okay, well, I already have that color out. I'll go ahead and make him. And so that's what I'm doing. Just enjoying a day. I'm watching, a show, streaming a show and watching it, and just crocheting away. These little amigurumis do work up easily. They work up kind of quick. And so some of the little parts might be tedious, but overall, the body and the little parts are not, they don't take that long to make. And so I'm enjoying it. Y'all might be tired of seeing the woobles. Did I say weebles while ago? They're woobles, okay? Y'all might be tired of seeing the woobles, but I'm not tired of making them. So I'm enjoying that. I'll show you the ones I have made so far. I have made Felix the Fox. I still have a few details that I'm going to go back and do on them. Like some yarn, black yarn on the end. And Felix the Fox is really cute. I did have a kit for him that I got from Walmart. So he is the only kit so far that I have had. And then I don't know who was next, but I did make Kiki the chick, and I found that pattern online for free. And so if you go back to her video, the video of Kiki, the pattern is linked in the description box of that. And then I have Wally the koala. I still got to do his nose and some lines in his ears. And that's all for him to be finished up. But he's cute. And then I have Fred the dino. And I've got some stuff to do for him. His belly lines that go on his belly. And so, yeah, that's what I have made so far. And each one of them's been a fun make. Oh, yeah, and Doug the Pug. He was the last one I actually made. So, I almost forgot about you, Doug the Pug. And so, yeah, I had used the brown to do his little pieces, and I still had it on my desk. And then I saw Walter the Bear, and I thought, well, let me go ahead and make Walter. So, I'm working on him, getting him done. What are you guys up to today? What are you working on and getting done? I'm going to crochet for a little bit, and then I'm going to take a break and go do a little work in my yarn room. I just need to do a little touch-up work in there. I'm trying to find all of a certain yarn to get together and have all that yarn located in one place. And so some of it kind of got mixed in with my other yarn, and it's just not in the right place. Like if I was looking for a plushy, I'm just going to say a color, yellow, and it's up on the shelf with my 4-weight yarn, that's not going to work. But I'm going to kind of fix that little issue today. It won't take me long to do it. It'll be a quick, easy fix. I just need to look around and get all that yarn and get it all together. And I did get a box for all my Wooble yarn, so it doesn't get mixed in with any other yarn. So any of the easy beginner yarn that I have, a few of them are Woobles. Like this one is a Wooble yarn. And then I ordered some off of Amazon, right? So any of those did go into the box, so I can keep all those together. And I guess I need a box for my plushie yarn, so I can get it all together and be able to, you know, find what I'm looking for when I'm working on a project. I know I have some that I want to make with projects that I want to make with plush yarn, and I already have like colors designated, like, you know, for different projects. So I kind of need to get all that together. Okay, I'm going to take a bobby pin away, because right now I need to do 3 rows, and that was row 7. So this will be 8 and 9. And as I finish one, I'm just putting them away up on my shelf right above my desk. So yeah, I had to wait till I got to a point where it was straight single crochets, so I could speak to you guys, because I cannot count stitches and increases and talk at the same time. I have not mastered that skill. Some people can do it, but I cannot. Can you? Can you talk and do whatever and still keep up with your stitches and increases and decreases and all that? I've seen people doing it, and I'm just like, how does she do that? Like, there's something going on there that's not. Oh, goodness. I don't know what all I'm going to do to Walter. I don't know if he is going to have that icing and cherry on him or not. I was kind of just not doing all the accessories yet, and kind of doing the animals, and the accessories might come later. Right now I just wanted to do the figures, and so I may not do all that just yet. So I'm on row 8 and just crocheting around. I get off camera, you know, if I'm not looking in the camera, get off camera, but I have to look at my stitches and look what I'm doing, and not look at my camera the whole time. Oh, it's harder than you think. If you don't make videos, it's harder than you think. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, what are you doing today? What's keeping you busy? We are supposed to have some, like, spring-like weather this week. Like, up to, I think the temps are supposed to be, like, near 80, or if not 80, this week. So we're looking at some definitely spring-like weather coming up. I'm not going to complain about it. We need a lot of sunshine, because we need this ground to suck up this rain. We need some evaporation going on. The sun working its magic. So my son Dakota had a great time in New York, and they sent me a picture of them wearing their hats that I made them in New York. It was cold, and so they sent me a picture of them. I don't know where they were in New York when they took the picture. I'll have to ask, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. They were in New York. And so they had a really good time and got to see a lot of plays and musicals, and Dakota got to go to some famous bakery places, the Milk Bar. I don't know all this. Unflip my project there. So anyway, I'm going to pause it here and pop in a photo of Dakota and Carlton wearing the hats that I made for them on my 46 or 48. What is it? It's a 46 needle knitting machine. And here you can see that here. Hey folks, different day, maybe different week, I don't know. But I wanted to share that I have been working on Walter the Bear. And I gave him kawaii eyes. And I just, trying to do something a little bit different. So he's not going to look exactly like he does in the book. I gave him kawaii eyes. I have made his ears and his muzzle. And on his muzzle, I put a plastic dog nose that came in like a box, maybe something like this. Anyway, so I decided I wanted to make a polar bear to go with Walter. And I'm going to have a little special twist on these, I'm thinking. But anyway, I want to give her the same, kawaii eyes. So I thought I would just check right here and find the same size. That is a little bit bigger. I wanted to get her for the polar bear the same size eyes. They seem a little smaller. Okay, let me see. Let me try this one. It just seems... Okay, I think those are the same. So I just need 2 of those eyes. And I'm just going to hot glue these eyes in. But I am going to go ahead and get her muzzle while I've got this drawer open and digging in it. I think I have dog muzzles in here. Because I have some little noses, like I have a little pink nose, like I gave my rabbit the pink nose, and I have this little brown nose. Now this little kit came from Amazon. If you just search on their eyes, I do need that for something else, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right up here, and maybe I'll remember it's there, and maybe the cats won't get it. But if you go on Amazon and just search safety eyes and just keep looking, you might even search dog nose. Okay, I think that looks about the same size as that dog nose, because I gotta make her a white muzzle. And yeah, I think that will work. I haven't made her muzzle yet, but I wanted to go ahead and just get this part out while I was digging in the drawer down here. So I'm going to put her nose right up here also. There's a little shelf that my computer screens are sitting on right up above you guys. So it is warm today. It is like 81 degrees. Alexa, what is the temperature?
Right now, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, Expect a low of 52 degrees.
It is warm. I'm going to have to turn the AC on. It's just too warm and the fan is not enough. And I'm sipping sweet tea. Whew. Anyway. Okay. So I believe these eyes go between rows 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe on this row, but I'm gonna recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So somewhere on that row. And then I like to get just 2 more. Move over, Doug. I like to just get 2 more needles and kind of look and decide where I'm going to put those eyes. And you're supposed to put these about 6 stitches in between. So if I said that was in between my eyes, one, 2, 3. Try that, and then let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a needle upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I did 6 in between, sometimes I bring them in a little bit closer because sometimes it just looks, you know, like too wide. Or sometimes if you're going to put the when the little, like the little pink nose, you got to kind of get it where you have a stitch in between. Well, I'm trying to see if that's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think that works for Lola. This one's called Lola, and that one's called Walter. So I'm going to put these eyes in there. But I'm not going to put the backs on them. I'm just going to hot glue these. But since they're kawaii eyes and they have those little dots, I do have to make sure they're facing the direction that I want them to face. So they're not upside down or anything like that. So I want them, you know, kind of like Walter's. Not too turned, but not too straight. I think this one could turn just a hair. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just flip this over. And those are kind of tight, so they're going to stay where they are. And I'm just going to hot glue all around this. And I'm going to use a lot of hot glue on this. But I got to stick my glue stick in there better. Okay. And so this is what I did on Walter also. I'm just kind of encasing that in hot glue and making sure it gets on the yarn good. And it'll just be a big old blob of glue all over that. And I don't want the top or any of this inside to come down and touch that. So I better just let it dry for a minute. Right? I don't want to, you know, glue the head together. So let's just give it a moment. And then I got to make her 2 ears and a muzzle. And like I said, I think I'm making them a little special bears. And so I got to do that. And then I'll be putting them all together. But I just wanted to, you know, come on in the middle of this video and let you know that I am making Lola and how I'm doing her eyes, which is, you know, a little bit different. I did Walter's eyes the same way. These particular eyes, the kawaii ones, they did come off of Amazon, and the backs do not fit on them well at all. the backs that came with them. Sometimes that happens when you buy, you know, amigurumi safety eyes or plushie safety eyes, whatever you call them. Sometimes the backs just don't fit right, and I'm not going to sit there and fight with all the backs. I've got a bag of backs that, you know, might work for any of them. It's just a lot of different little backs. I'm not going to sit there and go through all those backs to find ones that fit this. I'm just going to glue them on. It works. They just have to, the glue just has to, you know, dry. But that's what she will look like, and that's what he looks like. And so they're coming along nicely. Now I just got to, after all that dries, start stuffing her and finish her body, which I've only got 5 more rows, and then do her ears and muzzle. And so I'll be back to show you guys how they turn out. I decided to lay Lola to the side and get Walter and go ahead and fix his muzzle on him. So I need him to just prop up there. And it looks like Walter's muzzle is kind of in between his nose. And I did put a plastic dog nose onto the muzzle, nose, whatever that I made. I think they have it where you can do it with yarn, but if you have it, do it with this. If you don't, do it with yarn. It'll be cute either way, and it'll, you know, it'll give it character. His little nose looks a little woppy, but you know what? It's a character. Walter is not perfect. He is kind of wonky in whatever way he was designed. I just don't want to do it too high. So I'm gonna mark what row it's going on so that I don't get it too high. I don't want to go above that, and I don't want to go past that because I want to keep it even between the ears. So I'm just going to put some glue on him, but I don't want to squish it closed. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this, holding that pinched in my hand, but not squishing it closed, right? I don't know. It may not turn out awesome, but it will be there. It'll be done. Okay, I was trying to get close to the edges as I could. And there we go, Walter. That's your nose. I don't want to hear you complaining about it. If you can't smell, then you just can't smell. Lola will have to do the smelling for you. But there we go, Walter. I didn't put any stuffing in this. I had put the tails from the starter yarn from where I started the piece, and then when I ended it and tied it off, I just stuck both of those down in here. So I didn't put any stuffing. I probably could have, but it didn't really need any. And so that's the way it looks. That's his little muzzle. Just trying to show you, you know, like a side view so you can see that it is 3D. I didn't smush it in. And he's cute. You're cute, Walter. All right, Walter, let's find out where your ears go. Let's see. Walter's ears need to go I'm going to have to pull this closer to me so I can see. Walter's ears need to go 4 to 6. Spanning rows 4 to 6. Don't sew the other ear on yet. Okay. 4 to 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, because this is a spiral, I am trying to make sure I do have them on the same line, which I don't, but that would be too low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Because sometimes when they're in a spiral, it is hard to see, you know, like, where does that need to go? I like his little face. He's staring at me. Hey, Walter, I'm going to get you fixed up. Okay, so I'm just looking at his little ear. And I think I just want his ear about right there. Over here. So I'm going to, and same thing, I just stuck those tails up in there. I'm not putting any stuffing. And I'm just adding some hot glue. I'm trying not to squish the ears closed. I'm leaving them open and round, if that makes sense. Meaning as I wasn't, you know, squishing it closed like that, I was trying to keep it open as such. Alright, so that's Walter's one ear. I'm going to try to see. Oh, there goes some horses down the road. Phoebe, can you... I don't know if she can hear them, smell them, or what. I ain't heard anything. I just looked up because she barked. Phoebe, you're okay, baby. When you're putting the second one on, it's a little tricky because not only do you need to put it in the same row down, but kind of the same position. You don't want to put it too far back or too far forward. And so sometimes that can get a little tricky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that would work. So I'm going to, again, keep this little circle open and put my glue on there. Now, if you can sew, if you have fingers and you're not dealing with arthritis and stuff like that, by all means, sew your pieces on. But if, you know, you have hand issues, don't let that stop you from creating little cute critters and having fun making things, because you can always use hot glue. It's not going to ruin your project. Walter looks so cute. Can y'all see how cute Walter is? He is a doll. I just saw his personality come together right then and there when I put those ears on. Alright. Now, I'm going to work on Lola and see what we can do with them. So I am back and I am ready to stuff Lola. I did a few more rounds on her and actually only have like 2 rounds left, I believe. And so I'm ready to stuff Lola and let her come to life. So I put some stuffing in there and then I'm spreading it apart, making like a hole in the center. And then I add some more stuffing and just keep stuffing it in there. And I always open my stuffing and kind of fluff it. When I pull some out, you know, open it up and let that air get all up in there. And some people don't think it's important the way you stuff amigurumis, but I do. I've in the past made tons of amigurumis. It is important the way you stuff them. You want your stuffing to not just feel you don't want to just put it in. You want it to feel out your project, but without opening your stitches. You don't want to open your stitches so much that you see all the stuffing in there. But I made a little hole and I'm filling that little hole in, and that just moves the stuffing to the outside of your project and helps create it and make it, you know, not lumpy, because this stuffing will settle over time. So it just depends. How long do you want your project to look good for? 1 day, a week, a month, forever? It's up to you. You stuff it how you want to. But I always put a lot more stuff in than you think is going to fit in there, because I'm constantly making that little hole and filling that hole. But yet at the same time, you know, you are watching your stitches so they don't just get stretched wide open. All right, and I want mine kind of firm. So I do use a lot of stuffing. This polyfill stuff here is great. I get it from like Amazon or Walmart. Sometimes someone has sent me a box of it, which was, you know, very much appreciated. I use a lot of stuffing when I make amigurumis. I mean, in general, I make a lot of amigurumis in the past, and so yeah. All right, so I've got this about stuffed. I could use a little more right here to fill in that part, but I still gotta crochet a little bit more. I'm decreasing, and I just need my stuffing to go down a little bit so I'm not just pulling it out as I'm crocheting. So anyway, I'm going to finish stuffing this and close this up and crochet my muzzle, nose, and the ears. So hey friends, I am back, and I am trying to finish up my Walter and Lola. So I'm going to be honest with you. I did Lola's snout 2 times. I did not like the way it looked. It just looked really weird. So you know what I did? I made a 3rd ear, and I'm turning that into her snout. Yes, it's okay to do that. I made 1, 2, 3 ears. This one's going to be a snout. Okay, so I need to get Lola and Walter up here. There's Lola. Here's Walter. I did tell all about these little stands in a video a couple of days ago. You can look back on my channel and find that. It's in the title, plushie stands. So you can, you know, it's a link in there if you wanted to order some of those. Or you might have somebody that can help you make some. I just knew that wasn't going to happen in my house, so I went ahead and ordered them. But they would be simple to make some. Okay, so I've got Walter here. Isn't he cute? And here's Lola, and they're, you know, the same size. I need to make her snout. And I swear this snout I made looks just like this snout. But that snout, I did follow that pattern in the book. and it turned out perfect for that one. I made it twice for this one, and it did not look like a snout at all. I made the ear. It looks just like that snout. I don't know. It's just the way it happens sometimes. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to put this little dog nose into this muzzle. And I do have that muzzle, the part that I want to be down, like my last stitch, I want that to be down. So I do have it like that. And I thought I was going to go in from the inside and put some glue, but that's okay. I can put it here from the outside. But I need to kind of hurry before that starts cooling off. Oh, and I got to try to keep my grip on it. Well, I just push that in. And this is good. That's good. And that can be drying for just a second while we talk about the snout. I want it about the same place that I did Walter's. So there's the row, the top row between the eyes, and then the next row. So I want it in between, about right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, somewhere up in there. So if I put some glue on this and just stick it about right there, I think I'd have it. A little bit to this side of that. So I didn't stuff this. I just put the tails of my yarn in there. And now I'm going to just go around this. Adding glue, hot glue, and I'm going to stick this on here real quick and hold it for a slight minute so we can let that glue start cooling. I don't know why I'm getting like seal vibes from this though. I really am getting seal vibes. Maybe when I get the ears on it, it'll kind of change to a polar bear. Okay, for the ears, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about the 3 and 4 mark. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They're going to kind of go down below where I put this, just below. I want to make sure that I'm, doing it not too far off, right? I don't want to put one like above the eye and one over here. I'm trying to make sure I get them a little bit the same. I like where this placement is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 back from the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to look real quick and see which part I want in the back. And then I'm going to add my glue. And I'm leaving the ear open. I'm not squishing it closed. I'm leaving it open. And there's one ear for Miss Lola. Same thing over here. I'm going to find out which one. That's what I want in the back right here. So I'm going to hold it in this position to make it easier for me. And I'm holding it open. Adding some glue. It's there. It's there. Wherever it's stuck, it's stuck. You can't move this stuff around once you put it on there. Alright, so there we have Lola and Walter. Oh, a little polar bear and a teddy bear. I don't know what you call him. I have something I was thinking of doing to them, but I'm not quite sure, so I'm gonna... Oh, we are so crooked. I'm going to take a moment and go ask Big Daddy's opinion about something, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have finished Walter, and I think he's just adorable. I can see his little personality. So then I went ahead and created Lola, and she has a sweet personality, and I can see that I might do a little bit more to these two coming up, but just not right now. But they might change up a little bit. I might add a few things to them. So anyway, Walter and Lola ended up being numbers 7 and 8 in my little Wooble collection. And so I just am enjoying making these and seeing how they turn out. My favorite part is putting the little pieces on and watching their little personality come to life. I know that sounds weird. If you don't do amigurumi, you probably have no idea what that even means. But as you're putting the pieces on, I can just imagine the little critter, whether it's a wooble or a plushie, some kind of stuffed animal or doll or character. I can just see their little personality coming together as their pieces are getting put on, and maybe it takes some imagination. I don't know. I can see it. Anybody else see that when you're putting things together like that? But I've enjoyed working on these, and like I said, they have kind of gave me back my joy for crocheting, especially with the Easy Peasy Wooble yarn. Has just helped me be able to crochet and not be frustrated. Now, I'm not going to crochet with this yarn forever, and I'm going to do other projects with, you know, 4-weight regular yarn. But for now, that's helped me a lot. It's been very therapeutic for me. And I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you hanging out with me and keeping me company while I worked on these two bears, creating them. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, a beautiful week to come. And remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet or enjoy any other craft that you might have that you enjoy. Bye, friends.